Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Driven Wyld. Today we are talking about 1,250 pound order. So recently I got an email from one of my subscribers, Dave. Thank you so much for emailing me about this and making this video possible. And in this email, he is extenuating the innate problem that DoorDash is having, which is not being 100% transparent of the contents of the order, which is very important if you are going to do like a shopping order or something, or you're an elderly person. I know that a lot of people don't like to do cases of water orders because of the weight of the items. So with that said, we are talking about everything that is being said in this email, how it actually is for DoorDash, UberEats, and Grubhub drivers and customers, the corresponding platforms, and everything in between. So with that said, let's get started. How freaking ridiculous. DoorDash sent me two Nerds, which is a Midwest hardware store, to pick up a order. When I got there, there was multiple bags of asphalt repair, and the order weighed 1,250 pounds for $10. You know, I know that DoorDash is getting their hands in the game of like all of these hardware stores, Lowe's and stuff like that, but have they considered the idea that some of our cars are not fit for this kind of work? Like, I am so thankful that I am driving a Toyota RAV4 at the moment. I don't think that if I was driving a sedan of any kind that I would be able to fulfill the type of orders that I am, which is why it's also a major thing to consider the size of your vehicle as well as the economic value of the vehicle. Because here's the reality. A sedan's great to keep your mileage down, but you're missing out on a lot of opportunities. How much of these opportunities can you really capitalize on? That's something you should consider when choosing the vehicle you want to choose for the work you want to do. That is not going to fit in a Kia Optima either. And you see, a Kia Optima is not big enough to handle this. Not to mention the damage it would do to the shocks. Is that not the work you signed up for? Not really. We signed up for food delivery. We just ended up in these situations. Like, I don't mind transporting this kind of stuff because my car is a little bit more made for this kind of stuff. Even if it's just a bigger car, it could take more cargo. A Kia Optima is not really made for that. So I called support, and the support guy said he will straighten this out for me. He put me on hold and said he was gonna call the merchant to straighten it out. Next thing you know, I was hung up on and filing out an after call survey, which didn't turn out very good for the customer service agent. Imagine if one day support agents actually supported their drivers. Oh my God, that would be unheard of, right? This is my opinion. It's worth what you pay for it. None of you pay me. There you go. I think if you're going to accept orders from certain locations, you have to consider the idea that the items that you may or may not receive end up not being really fit for your vehicle. So if you're doing a grocery store order, make sure you can actually accept grocery store orders. Make sure you have the means to do so. On the flip side, if you are taking hardware store orders, can your car take a larger hardware store item? That's the one cool thing I will say about Instacart and Walmart and Roadie specific. Instacart will tell you the items. Walmart will tell you if there's a bulkier item involved. Roadie will tell you if there's an FL item and the kind of vehicle you need for the job. Granted, Roadie's not the best opportunities, but they're doing something right, to be fair. Also, if you're doing grocery store orders or convenience store orders, you gotta consider the idea that you may end up with cases of water. And if you guys don't have like a delivery wagon of any kind or like some sort of dolly, what are you doing? Like, why are we not getting that for ourselves? It's obvious that our work is going to encompass this type of stuff if we're going to be taking orders from locations like this. So why not have the necessary tools available? If you're doing catering orders, you should have catering bags. If you're doing heavier orders, you should have dollies and wagons. I really should do like a tool overview of what kind of tools you really need as a gig worker. But either way, these are things you really should be thinking about. I'm not saying he's wrong for taking a hardware store order, because if he had the necessary tools and he had the vehicle necessary, he could have been able to do it no problem. This wouldn't even be an email because DoorDash would have let him know these were the items, right? No, DoorDash doesn't tell you that. They just say the number of items. items. Which is why I think that DoorDash really needs to take vehicle type and add certain weight amounts to the delivery preferences if they are actually working on it. I know that they have a different pilot for delivery preferences for every single year for some reason. Either way, though, make sure that if you're going to do these type of orders, you have the tools and resources to do so, and don't expect support to help you, because support does anything but support you. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. As always, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.